Ladies and gentlemen, this is Mampolo from Mampolo's Corner. Renee Amaisa. Guys, let me tell you something. Be focused on what I'm telling you. You see the impunity in Nigeria, especially in Nigerian ruling class, in Nigerian politicians. The impunity when these people get is out of this world. The impunity when these people get, they do things nobody will question them. Any Nigerian leaders, not that they lead, not the leader. Any Nigerian ruler, any Nigerian ruler, the impunity when they get. Some of them don't carry that impunity enter church. Nobody question them. You cannot question them. As long as that person is a ruler, or I be head of that place, no question. Just be loyal. Say, sir, that is, I can't talk for this country. I can't talk. I have had enough. Impunity these people get. I'm going to show a few videos. When impunity they speak and nobody will question. Not be Donald Trump. Not be Donald Trump. For past president of America. Not be him that they carry go court now. And they also now. Not be past president of America that they carry go court now. When I don't see any past president for Nigeria when they carry go court. So none of them don't do bad. Abi? You are the talk of president. That one too much self. When I don't even see common past councillor when they carry go court for Nigeria. Anybody when don't do for power, now God. Anybody when don't get some more title. When don't they in every facet, not only political field though, religious, social, political. How is that person not become the leader of that organization? Now God. You go see them, they do like this. Nobody talk to them, nobody corrects them. Now, I don't scatter this country called Nigeria. I'm going to bring one of the lawyers I respect so much. One that they call Farotimi, brilliant. That guy, I dey like her well. Farotimi, that lawyer, that guy know what they talk. If you see what he use INEC Chairman do here, impunity. If you see what he use INEC Chairman do for this video, in fact, I not talk too much. If I deal with this, if you do with INEC Chairman finish, if Farotimi deal with INEC Chairman finish, I go bring what wicked they do for River State. I don't know whether these people won't burn this country. Impunity. People there for power. Nobody. In fact, make I not talk too much. Farotimi talk to us. Watch video.
INEC proved to be exactly what it has always been. Completely Nigerian. Nigerian in the sense of everything that has been bad with our country for a long time. It preferred to be ruled by impunity instead of the guidelines and order that it had promised the Nigerian people. So in every way that it was possible for INEC to fail as an institution, it failed woefully. In a sane environment, in a system where they are truly citizens, strictly so-called, in a system governed by law, Professor Yakubu, he should be in jail.
Should be in jail.
By now.
Should be in jail.
Because of the multiple infractions of the guidelines that he himself publicly eulogized, sold to everybody from Nigeria to the international community. Straight down the line, we had multiple failures. These are already in the public space.
Yes.
And I speak as Jail Farotimi, a retired lawyer, in case you have forgotten. Now, in that failure, you had INEC servers, or whatever they called it, being switched off.
Yes.
You had beavers unable to transmit results, not because it is incapable of doing so, but because human beings decided to intervene. Because if they allowed the system to work, the room for impunity would disappear. So everything the man promised he promised a Rolls Royce. But he didn't even deliver a jalopy.
Jesus.
He delivered an omolanke, unfit for purpose. That is what the man has done at great cost.
Unfit for purpose.
The money that he has just wasted, squandered, organizing the nonsense that he has now called an election, which is the point of departure with the 25th.
Yeah, people.
I am careful, not because I am particularly respectful of any one of the many lying institutions, but because some people have elected to go to court I am hoping that that court system will be the perfect place to unrobe the Nigerian state. I remember when we were talking after the NSAS, and I was explaining why we were going to the tribunal. I said it, and we were on record as saying that we didn't expect to get justice out of the system.
Yes.
But that since they had opened a tribunal, that we will go to that tribunal and use the tribunal to establish the fact that there was indeed a massacre. And we eventually used that tribunal, and kudos to the chairwoman of the tribunal. We used that tribunal, the same tribunal set up by the state, comprising of members only nominated by the state. We used that same tribunal to prove that the governor was lying. We used that tribunal to prove that the Nigerian police and the Nigerian army are institutional killers and liars.
Jesus.
We used the same tribunal to unrobe the state to the point where you began to have inspectors discovering camcorders and things. So I am confident that the OB team at the tribunal would equally use the tribunal to unrobe INEC and different members of the debauched lot who sit in that place and pretend to be serving the country whilst they are ruining it and lining their own pockets. So insofar as it relates to the 25th of February, yes, the people did their part, and INEC failed them as it has always done. The police failed them as they always have. Because the police stood by whilst thugs who work in tandem with governors.
Thugs.
This is where I speak to the confluence of interest between the criminal elements. Sometimes, even now, you now know that the criminal elements and the traditional institutions in certain parts of the country are in bed with the state. So you have an unholy trinity. And the people are the constant victims. So yes, we had an election. We, the people, did. INEC ensured that our will has not been reflected.
Now watch and listen to that video, Abi. you see what Farotimi said? He said, in a normal country, in a sane country, he means say not normal. He said somebody like Yakubu Mahmood, INEC Chairman, should be in jail by now. You don't even need to go to court. Jail straight. He said in a normal country where we have citizens, where citizens' rights are being considered, that these are human beings. In a normal country, when the country they see citizens as human beings and not animals. He said INEC Chairman Mahmood Yakubu should be in jail by now. They're not even discussing. But where is the Mahmood Galavanting? Because there are the powers that are backing him. They sent him what they do. Did he act alone? Did he read the election alone? He did not read the election alone. People bought him over. And those are the people who are in power. He didn't say you're wise. He said INEC have failed us as normal. As normal they used to fail us in usual. He said it's their usual way. This is what they are known for, rigging. They're always supporting people, government and power. Government and power, they will always use them. So this INEC institution should be, to me, cancel that nonsense. There's nothing like INEC. Find a way that we should be organizing our election other than this INEC. This impunity, when they give them. The impunity you give to INEC is too much. One person will just decide on what will happen to the country in the next 4 years. One idiot will just stay there. One idiot will just stay on the helm of affair, decide on what will happen. Impunity in Africa. Not only in political sector, in religious sector. In religious sector, in social sector. Now so they don't give any African man leadership. That's all that they do. They don't get respect for others. No respect for others. No respect for others. Very annoying set of people. And the last now I go suffer them. Watch. Last, you see this INEC chairman? This INEC chairman and all those people who want to conspire to do that, now I go suffer them. Not because when they go, we go the dragon. And I don't want to talk too much. Talking about impunity, Wike of River State, what you are doing, don't forget you are going to come down one day from that power. I tell you now, I'm going to read your news here when it begins to happen. when it begin to happen, when they begin to drag you, when one court to the next court, one court to the next court, when it begin to happen, I go tell you, say, I warn you. When you there for power, you dey do like say, your impunity in wicked is getting me annoyed. It's getting me annoyed. The impunity you have in that country, the power you have in River State, I don't even know if River people are even talking or not talking at all. The power they give to this guy is too much, and it's getting me angry. For those who never see Wike and River State people, and PDP versus APC Wahala there. If I never see the video, all right now, watch video.
Good morning to you viewers. Let's begin what's trending in River State, where violence broke out at the Independent National Electoral Commission office in Port Harcourt, the River State capital, after thugs alleged to be loyal to the People's Democratic Party clashed with some members of the All Progressives Congress. The governorship candidate of the APC in the state, Tonya Cole, had arrived at the INEC office to inspect materials used for the governorship election that was held on March 18th. When the fracas began, the PDP members who were already at the INEC office insisted that both parties must inspect the materials at the same time. Tonya Cole says he was slapped and injured in the fracas that broke out and claimed that the members of the PDP are planning to prevent him from inspecting the materials that would enable him and the party to file a petition against the victory of Sim Fubara, candidate of the PDP, who was declared the winner of the governorship election.
We got there right at the roundabout. First, they are barricading the entire roundabout, so you cannot even access it. We get there. The next minute, they are standing in front of me and telling me that they are going to embarrass me, that they are not going to allow me to get in and I should get back. The next thing I know, I receive a blow at the back of my head, a slap, somebody is holding my shirt, throwing waters, and they began to throw stones, destroyed our vehicles, and injured me on the shoulder. What happened was a physical assault to prevent me from getting CTCs and to prevent me. Now they are going to mobilize today, tomorrow, all the way till Friday. What does that tell you? By Friday, we are out of time for filing documents. By Friday, we have no CTC. By Friday, we will not be able to petition. What is PDP afraid of?
I mean, this is so unfortunate. The level of impunity, rascality in River State needs to be checked. I mean, he claims that the thugs also threatened to kill him just because of politics. Dr. Abati.
Well, I think, any form of threat, violence, or act of aggression arising from the 2023 general elections to the extent of people threatening other people's lives should be condemned. What the law says is that persons who are aggrieved should go to court, whatever they are aggrieved about. That's the process. The Electoral Act, Section 149, makes it very clear. If you are not happy with the procedure by INEC, you go to court. Okay, and in going to court, the system has also provided the, framework for that in terms of going to the tribunals and all of that. What caused this conflict in Port Harcourt was that Pastor Tonya Cole wanted access to INEC to inspect materials, election materials, so that they can make their case. They think that Simi Fubara was not the rightful winner of that election and that he was declared governor-elect and that would be challenged in a court of law. Pastor Tonya Cole and his party, APC, they have the right to raise such a concern. But then on their way, there was a clash at the INEC office because the PDP was also on the ground to inspect materials. And all of that, resulted in this reported assault, threats, and all of that. I hope that Pastor Tonya Cole will take the consequential step, because I wouldn't be surprised if that incident was recorded, as we're seeing, of taking up the matter legally, because nobody has the right to assault another person.
Absolutely not.
And the law should take its course, and we hope that the law enforcement agencies will pay more attention to what is going on in River State.
Oh, yeah.
You will recall that during the election, before and during, a group of governorship candidates had to stage a public protest.
Yes.
about the circumstances. A group of women also protested.
Clad in black, yeah.
Yes, all wearing black, saying that, look, this wasn't going to be a free and fair process because of different allegations that came up. The security agencies, they didn't do much about it. And now it's gotten to this level. Now, on the back of this, another incident occurred in Rivers State, in Port Harcourt again, whereby lawyers who had gone to Port Harcourt to take on election cases were arrested by the police. And the police said, oh, they got intelligence that some people who were lodged in a certain hotel were moving about with election materials that seemed to have INEC logo. They swooped down on them and they arrested them and they collected the materials at their disposal. Well, we're told those lawyers have been released, but that the materials seized from them, they're waiting for INEC to come and confirm whether they are fake materials or INEC documents. Now, all of this untidiness will just heat up the polity.
Absolutely. Create
a climate of fear and anxiety and conflict in Rivers State. So it's important that all parties, conduct themselves peacefully and that the security agencies pay close attention. I keep saying the security agencies, particularly the police, they collected a lot of money for this election. That their assignment that they were given by President Buhari, who charged them to be professional and do their work, does not end with elections. It goes into the post-election season.
Well said, Dr. Abati. I mean, Rufai, Tonya Cole is saying, what are they afraid of, the PDP? Why couldn't it just be a seamless process? They knew he was going to go and collect his materials yesterday at the INEC office, and that happened.
So the question we should ask, what is the PDP afraid of?
Yeah, that's what he's asking.
And when we want to talk about justice, let's come to justice with clear hands. Because you see, it favors you today. The day it doesn't favor you, hope you will not complain. I keep telling people that. Yes. Even if it's done in your favor, please be the first to say, I don't want it since it's not just. After all the election shenanigans that happened in Rivers State, we saw what happened in Rivers State.
Yes.
Highly disputed elections. Tonya Cole is going to court. At first, it started over the weekend. They arrested his lawyers and they arrested their legal brief and the evidence that they wanted to use to present at the tribunal. So all of this is because he wants to file his case at the tribunal now. Well, how do you arrest a lawyer? And I'm shocked that the Nigerian Bar Association have not even come up to speak up against this.
Don't mind them.
And I don't think the Nigerian Bar Association should be quiet. What happened to the Nigerian Bar Association? Again, you see, we need advocates and activists to lead the association. Kudos to Olumide Akpata, the outgone president, for what he did. And I just hope this incumbent administration of the NBA should rise up and not be found wanting. Kudos again to Olumide Akpata, because that man showed exemplary leadership. And I say it without mincing words. I think this administration should take a cue for it. Lawyers were arrested with their brief and the evidence they had with them to present electoral matters. And afterwards, they went there to bail them. Tonya Cole didn't leave them till after 10 p.m. Finally, they said they will release the lawyers, but they will not release their brief. When did the police start arresting legal brief and kidnapping legal brief?
Jesus.
So what is the opposition party afraid of? Or the other party, the ruling party in Rivers State, the PDP, afraid of?
Okay.
Then he wanted to collect certified true copy from INEC. Then the PDP, remember, they want to collect them and say there must be total inspection of the materials. Why was inspection of or collection of certified true copy cause a brouhaha? Individual parties can collect their certified true copy anytime, any day. And that led to a chaos that he had to do an Instagram live yesterday. He was stoned.
Yes.
At the back. He showed it on television. And he's going to go back there. He said he's not going to be cowed and intimidated. The PDP had their right of rebuttal yesterday. All they said is they went to protest because they didn't trust INEC. And that's why that brouhaha ensued. Truth has to be told. We need to live a life of integrity in our country. We can't keep using our power to muscle other people down. Mr. Tonya Cole has a right to get the certificate of the CTC, certified true copy, of the materials used to be able to file his case. And nobody should stop him.
He should get it.
Please. Right. What country are we building?
When I don't see the video, impunity. Impunity in this country is like people when they're in a position, they are just abusing power anyhow. Wike is one of them. Wike, let me ask you a question. Is it not the same APC that you asked River State to support? Are they not the one fighting you now? And they ask you a question. Mugos. They agree. Not be the same APC when you fight for, say, you want to make River State support Tinubu. Nah, Tinubu don't win. I win according to Unwa. You and INEC don't make Tinubu win, Abi? Because Tinubu is for you and INEC. And Wike. Now, Tinubu don't win now. Yeah? Now he reach the state governor. You want PDP to win. No, River State people say no. That we must still vote that APC. Now they come out and mass again. Vote the APC like I told them on Mount Polo's corner here. They listen to me. They vote the APC. You can't rig them. You can't rig them to make sure that PDP win. Then declare your candidate PDP, you won. No problem. Now the APC now when you support for federal say no, they want to take you to court. Say no, so now no win. Say that they still win the state. Now you are fighting them back. When some people are looking for self-interest, they go stupid. They go stupid. How can you do that? Tell people to vote another party, will not be your party as federal. Say when you come to state, they should vote your party, PDP. So you think people of River State are now pom baby that you remote up and down because you are in power. You tell them do this, they will do. Do that, yes sir. Do this. You think this generation of Nigerians, they are daft, they are useless people? No, you campaign for APC. Don't worry, you supported APC, Abi. Let's vote APC parallel. Why are you fighting now? Now allow the man to go and get his CTC. You don't want them. You know what go get the CTC? No. You don't want the CTC made they come out. You don't want me to go inspect anything for BIFA? No. Because you know what you did. Why are you afraid? That's the question. If you don't know what you rig, why what you they fear for? You they fear for River State. Tinubu they fear for federal level. Una want do evil perpetrator. Una they fear for Nigeria. God will not allow you people to go unpunished. God though. We are watching you people here now. We are watching. You don't ready now. Now the fight don't begin. Court. Now when I say if you are not happy, go to court. They are dragging you people to court. There's what is called substantial evidence in court. There's what we call substantial evidence. Evidence that is above every reasonable doubt. If you come out, you are not going to go free. I'm telling you the simple truth. You are not going to go free. You see him now, they fight the guy, they hit him, they assault him. Look at in a civilized country, you are assaulting a fellow contestant. They organize thugs to go assault him. You don't see Donald Trump. You don't see Donald Trump of America when they can't go court. So Nigerian politicians are too big. You people are even bigger than the former president of the world, America. Una big past Donald Trump. Una don't see Donald Trump obey the law court. If they go there, if you know let and say if you come, that is a civilized country. Because say no left from no right for that country. No, there's no rule of law. There's no law. Impunity everywhere. Haphazard. Everybody do things haphazardly. Crazy people. Who go talk now? Nobody now. Everybody is afraid. Afraid of Wike, afraid of Tinubu, afraid of Buhari, afraid of INEC Chairman, afraid of what did they call the lawyer, Festus Kayamo. We are afraid. We are shut up looking at you. We can only talk. We'll report what you people do. That's what we'll do here. I don't have enough time. Guys, if you love what I'm doing, I don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Follow me on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter, even on TikTok. All I'm on Polos. I love you guys. Peace out.